zombie. Don't eat me. I've got fibromyalgia. I've got gout.
And welcome to Thunderdome, bitches.
Woo-wee! It's Saturday, mother truckers, and it's Saturday night, and we're just two old men sitting on the internet on Saturday night.
Well, Saturday evening, yeah. But nonetheless, yes.
This is true. I forgot to. I forgot to break things in my house. So yeah.
Anyone that nobody's in here yet live, but anyone that's going to be listening soon, we have been wanting to do a secondary show. So in the comments, also let us know if this would be a good time, because this is kind of what we're thinking. Around 4:00 on Saturdays, 4 Central Time is what ours is. So it'll be 5 Eastern,
Yes,
2:00 Pacific, over in that California area.
Yeah, so in the middle of your hangover, between the afternoon hangover to your evening hangover, give us a listen. Give us a shout. Buy a shirt.
Buy a shirt. Buy our shit.
Oh, man.
And, we figured this would be a good time to just kind of go over some more shit, do a little recap, especially if anything crazy happens. And figure this would be our secondary show now.
Then there's more and more shit coming out about everything every day.
Now, who had Silicon Valley Bank on their fucking bingo card of what's gonna happen?
On their bingo card of next. I didn't know Silicon Valley Bank was a bank, let alone the 16th largest bank in the United States.
I didn't either, but I mean, it's not like we pay attention to finances that much and like where the rankings of banks are, but it's like its bank itself, that's pretty fucking crazy to not be a branch.
Listen, dude, these hats look like, well, most of them fell. I got to put them back up, but does this shit look like I care about finances?
That's a negative.
That's a negatory. Oh, man. But yeah, I just, it baffles me that people have been calling this for how long again? How long have we been calling this stuff again? How many times do we have to tell you things are going to happen for people to actually listen and to go, hey, maybe you guys are onto something.
Right. Well, I knew some sort of collapse was coming, and I'm still interested to see. I mean, it has to be because of like, I don't know, like rates or something that's going on. And because that bank, like, there's so much money that was in that motherfucker. I guess the FDIC only goes to 250,000, but then there's whatever 97% of the money that was in there when their deposits were like way over that. So I mean, we're gonna see how much really does get covered in that. It all fell into place with Big's executive order. Oh yeah, 14067. That could, you're not joking, because all this. That's the executive order for digital currency, exploring it and seeing like what we can do for central bank digital currencies. Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense that, BlackRock pulled out in February. And then the three major,
was it the CEO was selling off like the stocks and stuff about like 2 months or a month ahead of time?
2 million stocks.
Yeah.
So like it, there's nothing. I left my vape. There's nothing shady about that at all. Why would there be?
Okay, about 2 weeks. Okay, I thought it was a little longer than that, but man, he really wasn't even trying to cover his tracks at all. Just 2 weeks. Like, dude, come on.
Yeah. Let's see. So executive order. Let's see.
I think it's like section 4 of 14067 where it really gets into central.
See, this is why the Freedom Caucus is probably my favorite caucus, is because they're right. We shouldn't have bills that are, hold on, my mouse. You spend money on a mouse and you figured, hey, it'll work.
Right.
And now it doesn't. Yeah.
We shouldn't have bills that are more than like one issue, period.
So yeah. So this is the American Presidency Project from UC, whatever. This is the executive order. This was in 2021. Oh no,
Yeah.
that's when Dickhead was started presidency.
Yeah.
But yeah, executive order, blah, 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 ensuring responsible development of digital assets, folks. Digital assets, because we're all digital assholes.
Yeah, that's one thing that we were just kind of talking about too. The niche to all the SVB is how heavy they were in on government savings bonds. 91 billion was that alone. So the government has already basically stepped in and took over that bank now. And
Yeah.
I wonder if that's how they're going to try to back all the rest of the people that weren't FDIC insured, which I don't know what the fuck that's going to do, man.
Dude, the government is so smart. They're just so smart that they knew to start this. And then they knew that the number 16th bank was going to go under and they were going to just swoop in.
Well, there's also been other countries that are exploring that central bank digital currency. And
I don't know how I make this bigger. Do I know how to make this bigger? Is there a thing? I'm getting old. Make it bigger. I can't see it. View. No.
Which brings us to our next sponsor, Blue Chew.
Dude, you think that's funny? You know, on Facebook, you know how many ads for hymns there is for 30-year-old men?
Yeah, I see
I'm
that
like,
all the time.
what is going on?
I see that on Facebook a lot. It's pretty funny.
Like, dude, if you've got ED at 30, you've got problems.
Right, yeah.
I mean, maybe if you have ED at 30, maybe your wife.
You need to change up like some shit with your diet and other shit. Change up
either that habits. Or maybe change up your wife.
Yeah.
maybe you've seen her since she was 18, a couple of kids.
I mean, to be honest, if you want to get down to the nitty gritty, quit watching porn and fucking beating it all day. Like, get back to real mental status. That helps a lot.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, you're absolutely right. Just wait. Just wait. Just wait.
Right.
But then again, you know, after 12 years of marriage, you know, and then you're just like, just do something. Just punch it. Just punch it. I got to feel something. All right. So Section 4 policy and actions related to the United States Central Bank digital currency. A, the policy of my administration of the United States, CBDC, is the following. Sovereign money is the core of well-functioning financial systems, microeconomic stabilization. Why do they have to make it so idiotic?
I know, right?
Why can't they just make it easy for us to like?
Well, that's like the same thing with the UN, that 2030 shit. Trying to read through it, it makes your eyes cross because it's just such stupid language. But there you go.
There we go. Oh, my eyes now.
JP Morgan is about to take a hit. Okay, I was wondering who the next might be. Kramer tweeted JP Morgan is a fortress. Yeah, that's what I was wondering because, well, and it seems like anytime that Kramer dude says something, it's going to go opposite. Like,
yeah, Kramer's just been, dude, Trump has invaded Kramer's mind.
Right.
Now Kramer's just like, but my administration placed the highest urgency on research and development efforts into the potential design and development options of the United States CBDC. These effects should include assessments of possible benefits and risks for consumers, investors, and businesses, financial stability and systematic risk, payment systems, national security, the ability to exercise human rights, the ability to exercise human rights. Well,
yeah.
You know what that means, right?
That's going to come with the social credit score shit.
You're damn right it is.
Yep.
Financial inclusion and equality and equity.
And
actions required to launch a United States CBDC if doing so it's so deemed to be in the national interest. Man. Wonder if it is. But
yeah, right. Is it? Is it?
So let's go and kind of get an explanation. Stop sharing that one.
Yeah, you want to play that video of that lady now?
Yeah, let's get her.
When reading about banking, your best bet is to read every fifth word to get to the point. Yeah, you're probably not lying.
So this lady is going to sum it up nicely because you texted me this morning and I was just like, oh, okay. Like I was just like, oh, fuck, we keep bailing out the banks, we keep bailing out the airlines, as I said last week or on Wednesday, and I'm like, let's stop. They fail. Yeah,
right.
too bad. But this lady's gonna sum up the whole issue right here.
Yeah.
Interesting because a lot of people oversimplify like the stock market crash created the Great Depression. And that's not true. Only like 10% of Americans owned stocks, right? For the most part, like there were some rich people.
I was one of those people that thought that. I was like, oh, everybody lost their money in the stocks. Everybody was in stocks. Well, she's going to explain it.
Right.
People who lost all their money. There were some stock traders who lost their livelihoods or whatever. But for the most part, most Americans weren't invested in the stock market and they were fine. The issue was that banks had been investing in the stock market. So similar to the Silicon Valley Bank, which as I understand it, right, they took kind of the investment money and then they would buy these low interest bonds. And then all of a sudden, when interest rates started going up, their bonds were worth less and less and less. And so now they don't have all the money to like give back to the people who have their money in that bank, right? And so it collapses.
Sort of like inflation. The things go up and up and up and up, and you can't afford. Now your groceries go from like $2, eggs go from $2 to $7. Now they can't afford to pay the people back. Then now instead of the $5, now they owe them like $8 now.
Right.
So this is what it is.
That was the same thing that happened to a lot of banks across the country, not all banks, but a lot of banks. There were not really any regulations and they had taken a lot of people's deposits. Also, it's important to note that there wasn't any separation between commercial and investment banking. So like my little commercial bank of like, I just put my paycheck in there and then it kind of stays in my checking account. That was not separate or distinguished from like high risk investment bank. And so they would take the money that they had just kind of sitting in their deposits or whatever, and they would invest it in the stock market because it was just booming and going up and up and up. It was like free money, right? Until it wasn't. So when the stock market collapsed, banks all of a sudden lost a ton of their money. And so when people started asking for their money back, they're like, oh, we actually don't have enough to give it out to everyone. The other issue too is that they were no longer stable enough to be loaning out money to other stable businesses that needed it. The money doesn't disappear overnight, right? But it becomes this domino effect, right? Where all of a sudden banks are not going to be continuing to lend out money to stable businesses that need it. And they might actually be calling in their loans to stable businesses that are doing okay, that are providing jobs for people because they're like, we actually need you to pay back your loans so that we can kind of pay back ours. And so it's this domino effect that starts to impact so many different areas of the economy. And all of a sudden, what were kind of stable businesses have to maybe lay off workers, they have to cut wages, cut hours, whatever. And then over the next few years, right? By 1932, 1933, we're in the Great Depression. Just a little hit.
So that's how it happens.
Right. And people have been saying that there's going to be some sort of a domino effect, and that's what a few of them were saying in that discussion today on Twitter with Mark Cuban and shit about where he thinks the next collapse is going to kind of go. And like he was saying over here, JP Morgan, I mean, it may go there. I'm wondering what businesses too, besides banks.
Anything that was
that had money in there.
Oh, you know what? Cryptocurrency.
Yeah, I'm wondering what cryptos are going to go down because
they said that most of the cryptocurrency
investors and shit,
investors had their money in that bank.
I believe that.
That bank goes down first.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the crypto billionaires have their money in that bank.
Right.
I don't. It's just too many pieces fit together to not go. There's something going on here. There's something. And if you don't see it, you're willfully just not trying to see it.
What, did a stable coin go down? Was it what was it, USDC or something?
Yeah, that's also what we said, Rich. Don't bail them out.
Right.
Trying to see.
It said look it up on Twitter. You probably we should be able to. I was hearing something about USDC, I thought. Yeah, because if a stable
look it up, Jackie. Look it up.
Yeah, look it up. If a stable coin starts going down, that's fucked.
Oh, Coinbase.
Coinbase?
Now trading below $1. Oh, it's one of those. It's
That's
one of
still
those.
pretty fucked up.
Let's see. Hold on. I want to throw this stupid thing. It's one of those things that look, it take a big giant dip, but it's like $1, 95 cents, 94 cents. But still, Coinbase took a dip. Solid dip. Look at that, 11 to 4.
Well, then I just see Jim Cramer saying, of course, Jim Cramer saying, throw all your money into USDC.
Yeah.
With Bitcoin going below 20,000. I'd wait for Bitcoin to go under and buy Bitcoin. I believe that's probably going to be one of the last cryptos that would be able to do anything for a little while.
I don't know. I think a lot of people are saying Ethereum, US. What's this? Is this today? This one says USD coin down to 88 cents.
Yeah, that'd be USDC. If that's down to 88 cents, then yeah, that's fucked up.
What's USDC?
USDC is one of the main stable coins that people use. Like I could actually use that to pay for stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Number 5 token. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
80.
USDC stablecoin falls under 90 cents, down 11 in a matter of hours. That was 14 hours ago.
Yeah, 152.
Damn, that's fucked up. Yeah, crypto's about to be looking pretty ugly.
Yeah, well, I mean, you don't think it's being done purposely?
Yeah, no, that's very true. They said they're not paying out until Monday. Yeah, that's FDIC.
Well, of
So
course.
they won't be doing shit till then.
Of course, but owe them money. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, and that's what they'll say. Yeah, no, because all the transactions were over 250. Yeah, 3% will get their money. Yeah, and the rest, I don't. That's why the government, I think, is trying to step in to see what the fuck they're gonna do. But, dude, shouldn't bail them out. I mean, it's gonna fuck up some shit, but they shouldn't bail them out.
Yeah, no, they shouldn't. I mean, it's how many times are we gonna bail them out? They're gonna sit there and then they're gonna make money. They made money off our back, money off our back, money off our back. They sat there, was just like, oh no, listen, my bank charged me fucking $500 in overdraft fees one time, and I'm like, well, you charged me $500. Oh, well, you didn't have enough. My bank's the way my bank's set up is that you guys allow me to go over because you're getting my money every 2 weeks.
Right.
So like, I don't understand. I'm not a person. I don't bring a check in. You're getting it every 2 weeks.
Yeah,
and you sneak it in like 2 days before, and then you hold it. Like they do some shiesty stuff. So like, yeah, okay, well, too bad. Let's just go back to local money. Let's go back to local. New York has their own dollar. This we're just gonna separate. Let's just separate.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Roku took a hit too.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, and then you're just gonna have these people come in and just buy it up really cheap, and then
I'm waiting for
Elon Musk will buy it.
I'm waiting for BlackRock to start buying everything.
But apparently they are. That's what I've been hearing.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Black pink.
Well, this is what we should be going back to or have a while ago, back to gold backs again, or just backing our system with fucking gold again.
And you can look up BlackRock on Twitter. They're like, nah.
Right.
We're not allowing that one. This is Kristen Pack. It's just there's so much stuff. But the problem is like the internet was good, and now sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit, because it'll give you whatever you want to know. Because if you're once you're like, listen, BlackRock's bad, and somebody goes, no, look at BlackRock's good, where they're buying up all this good stuff for people, and you're like, oh, how is it good?
Yeah, I mean, either way with that, I just want to know if they are actually buying stuff up, because either way, if they're buying it, that's just all we need to know. I don't care what people, we know they're bad. I don't
Well, I mean, because
they're a monopoly.
we know they're bad, but
Yeah.
you'd have the people on the opposite side who want socialism and all this stuff. Well, it's good that they're buying equality, and every time we need equity and all this stuff, and it's like, no, dude, capitalism isn't bad, and that's dude. There's so many. I'm so sick of listening to people talk about economics that don't. All of a sudden, everybody's a fucking expert on everything.
Yeah.
Everybody's an expert on economics. Everybody's an expert on policies, and everybody's an expert on. And they don't even. They just take the headlines. They don't even read anything.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, that happens a lot.
Of course they did.
What? 60?
Of course they did.
SVB paid out bonuses before crash. That's not shady at all.
That's what they did. That's what they did last time with the bailouts.
That's fucked up.
Oh, and it's Axios too.
Oh, really?
Ooh, yeah.
Shit's getting shady.
Silicon Valley bonus before Silicon Valley Bank on Friday paid out annual bonuses to eligible U.S. employees just hours before the bank was seized by the U.S. government. Axios has learned from multiple sources. What to know? The bonuses were for work done during 2022 and were previously scheduled to be distributed on March 10th. The time ultimately coincided with the bank's takeover from the federal deposit from the FDIC. Bonuses for employees in some other countries were scheduled for a month later in the month, so those haven't been paid out yet.
Well, damn.
The employees would be compensated 1.5 times their normal salaries, while hourly employees receive 2 times their normal wages for overtime. I mean, shoot. If it was for their employees, then that's fine too.
Yeah, but it's still super shady.
Yeah, you ain't kidding. It just, yeah, that's why. That's why I hate when they freaking.
I guess we're gonna
SVP
see.
paid up bonuses hours ahead of the FDIC Axios.
I guess we're gonna see which cryptos here in the next day or so start going down, because that's the thing with crypto. It's a 24/7, 365 pumping machine. It ain't like the stock market.
But it's whichever one's gonna be more easier for the government to take over. I think.
Well, I mean, yeah, on that, but I'm saying I'm interested in what's going to be going down. Which ones are going to be going down? The thing that's going to be easier for the government to take over is going to be the stock market over anything. It'll be all that.
No, I mean
banks
the crypto that because I mean,
oh, well,
listen, the last one is going to be Bitcoin. We all know it's the most.
They can't really take over Bitcoin. They can ban it and shit, but they can't really take it over because there's not really an owner. Like, no one really runs Bitcoin.
So then what would they take over? FTX or
yeah, they would take whatever is still going. Like FTX, that's some whatever bullshit. Like, they would start trying to take over XRP or anything else. Or, I mean, they've already been under heat before with the SEC. So
it's so funny. They just, FTX, they were praising them and everything.
I'm also saying, like, from the money that got lost from SVB, because I mean, we already see stablecoin going down. What other cryptos are going to start going down because all these assets that got lost and shit?
It's a wild world we live in right now, man.
Mm-hmm.
It is a wild world, and it's just.
Well, it sucks. My money is in JP Morgan, so I need to like pull my shit. I'm about to just take it all out and put it in the crypto right now. How about all of it in the Bitcoin? No.
Well, I mean, listen, you're insured. I don't know if you're holding out on me over here. You got 250,000.
I'm insured, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna get it. Fuck that. I don't with the way shit's going. I don't trust none of that shit.
Either that or they're just gonna put you in the new government coin. Yeah. They're gonna just take your money, put it whoever has SVB now. I hate all these.
XRP, the only reason why that would be is because it's the government wing. XRP is nothing but a banker's coin. That's all it is. It's a large transaction coin. Ever since XRP even was around, I never liked it because that's what it is. Like they're for that shit. They're for centralization.
Well, I mean, I know what XRP is, but what is XRP for everybody else?
Well, they're like a it's a crypto, but it's more of like a transaction crypto to where you can change large amounts of money into that crypto, send it like US to wherever, China, blah blah. Then they can change that over very quickly back over into their money. So it's just like it's a middle coin, but it's for the bankers. It's for stuff like that.
I'm retarded because I'm just like, I just want to go to the store and buy Oreos and just eat them. And it's just like, there's just so much stuff. Well, you know, we buy this with this coin and that coin and this coin. Dude, I know loonies and toonies. That's about it.
I mean, I don't mind the crypto world. I actually do like it, but now government starts to get involved in shit, and I'm like, fuck you. Now I don't even like it anymore because they don't let anybody have any fun.
No, no, nobody have fun.
No.
Somebody said that that you can take your Bitcoin, put it in a wallet, and then just tell the government you lost it, like your firearms.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, they can't really do much with it. Like if you have it in a cold wallet, which is basically USB device, and it's locked, they can't do shit with it if it's locked unless you give them the code. Besides that, no.
So then how do you like spend it, or how do you do anything with it?
You have to put it back into
warm storage.
Well, inactive wallet on like a phone or whatever else, or back to a whatever that. Yeah, somebody else's wallet is what you send it to. So it's
I swear to God, I feel like we're in fucking RoboCop. I really
know.
do.
Oh yeah, we're living in fucking what's it, Judge Dredd times.
I am the law.
I am the law.
I'm just like that. Your background is totally what I feel like we're talking about now. And then you take a cold wallet and you put it into storage, and then you put it in your USB coin, and you throw it in. And I'm just like, can I use PayPal?
it's like fucking video game Mario coins and shit. That's
Yeah, you ain't kidding. You are not. I'm Wreck-It Ralph right now. I'm just telling you that right now. Holy shit!
But we're gonna see over the next little bit of time, especially if the Fed raises rates like they said that they're probably going to be doing, because they're gonna have to do something to start curbing this inflation. And in order for that to happen, we're probably gonna see the unemployment rate go up a little bit.
Well,
so but that's also if you kill off businesses with closing banks, you create unemployment.
I mean, if you listen to certain people, it's going to affect disproportionate amounts of people of color if we start to go bankrupt. I am so fucking sick.
I know.
I am so sick and tired of disproportionate.
I know, yeah.
I was listening to the Whatever podcast, and those guys are pretty good. You know, that guy's pretty fucking smart. And he was saying that, like, the reason why, like, and he made sense. And I was like, oh, shit. It was one of those, another moment where I realized the difference between church and state.
Oh, yeah.
And he said the reason why the voting's new. Okay. We, for the most part, I believe we were the first one to start doing with voting for the most part, I think. But, like, no?
I don't know. I'm not sure, to be honest.
Yeah. So, but what he was saying was making sense, and I didn't get a chance to look it up, so I'm just going to tell everybody anyway, because that's how the internet works. So, so voting is this new thing that came along, basically, that we started, and the reason why men got to vote was because men were voting basically about war. Like, men were voting that, you know, they're the ones who were going to war over all this stuff, so they were voting, and so they just kept going with it. And that's why men are the ones who have to sign up for the draft, you know? So when men were, you know, allowed to vote, you know, now they're the ones who have to go to war. So they're kind of voting on what, you know, what kind of stuff that they were going to go to war for. So you know, it kind of made sense. And then, you know, and women didn't want to vote. And back then, you know, women just wanted to be the wives and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then, you know, the women's suffrages and all that stuff. And then, you know, now women get the choice to vote. Guess who doesn't get to go to war though?
Yeah.
So women can now vote for something that they don't have to take a part of.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, so it made sense what he was
What you're saying is women shouldn't vote.
I've never said that ever. Yes, I have many times. Anyway,
the
but
first
yeah,
thing I think about when I wake up.
and then you let them vote.
Right.
But yeah, it's just like it made sense. You know what I mean? So like
Yeah.
women stayed home, the men were the ones going to war. So yeah, so they voted, you know, for that stuff. And before that, you know, I don't think did the Indians vote or whatever they were called for. They go
I
like,
highly
you
doubt
know,
it, bro.
this with the secret ballot. I don't know, secret handshake. I don't know, but I don't think they voted. You know, when stuff was done overseas, you know, it was just autocracy. Like, you
Mhm.
know, so like it was like this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. That's what the Queen said. That's what the church said. So we decided let's vote it. And so, you know, and that's how kind of guys got to be the ones only to vote. And yeah, I mean,
What was it
slaves and everything.
on? Whatever podcast?
Yeah, whatever podcast. The one where
Right.
they anger women when they tell them the truth. All these young 20
Oh, gotcha.
20-something-year-olds, and they're just like the one where the guy was just like, yeah, I wouldn't want to bang a tranny because,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
it'd still be kind of gay instead of, you know, I'd bang an old lady, which, you know, it is what it is. But
Yeah.
I mean, to each his own.
Right. Exactly.
What was it again? Hulk Hogan with a vagina.
Oh yeah, Hulk Hogan with a pussy or Megan Fox with a cock. Andrew Tate's like, if you push it out of the way, it ain't gay. I don't know, Tate. It kind of is, bro.
Yeah, still got that musty smell, my friend. But yeah, I mean, listen, if Elon Musk didn't buy Twitter, though, would we know any of this? You think
Probably
we'd know
not. Well, not as
any of
much.
this?
Not really. Definitely not as much.
I mean, according to the Democrats, though, like nothing was ever held
Right.
back from anybody. Nobody was asked to do anything. You know, was asked to remove anything from anywhere. Oh wait, hold on.
What?
This guy
Well, you getting an update?
who looks punchable in the face. This guy looks severely punchable in the face.
Oh,
She looks so happy. Look at
yeah. She like,
you look
yeah,
so happy.
yeah.
And it's her side that's talking. This is how mad she looks, and her side is talking. And this guy looks like
her and fucking Maxine Waters. Like, they look like they just want the earth to fucking burn. Like everything die.
yeah. While they both sit on the top of a mansion just watching it happen.
Right.
But you know, I mean, nobody's ever asked Twitter to remove anything.
She's like, who the fuck farted?
And even with Twitter, you cannot find actual evidence of any direct government censorship of any lawful speech. And when I say lawful, I mean non-criminal speech, because plenty of speech is non-criminal.
I'll give you one. Gentleman's time to expire. I'd ask unanimous consent to enter into the record the following email from Clark Humphrey, Executive Office of the Presidency, White House Office, January 23rd, 2021. That's the Biden administration, 4:39 a.m. Hey, folks. This goes to Twitter. Hey, folks, 1 to 2.
By the way, don't make a statement that you know somebody's gonna know the answer to.
Right.
Don't make a definitive statement that, you know, on television especially.
Right.
He used the term they used the term Mr. Goldman just used. Wanted to flag the below tweet, and I'm wondering if we can get moving on the process for having it removed ASAP.
Boom.
That is.
Could you read the below tweet?
And then if we can keep an eye out for tweets that fall in this same genre, that would be great. This is a tweet on the very issue that Thomas.
Can
Mr.
you
Massey
just,
brought.
for the fullness of the record, can you read the, because I've not seen this, can you read the tweet that it's referencing?
I don't have the tweet here with me, but the gentleman's point was, tell us, you said no time did government try to tell Twitter to take that, to explicitly remove something. And
no, I said explicitly remove lawful speech. Lawful speech. We're going to conflate. The First Amendment is not absolute.
Twitter, this is something from Robert Kennedy Jr.
But for the
I
record,
assume that's
as
lawful
a point
speech.
of order, Mr. Chair.
Because Robert Kennedy Jr. said it? That's why it's lawful speech.
Just a minute, Mr.
Yeah,
Gordon.
probably.
All I'm saying
Mr.
is you
Chair?
said in no time did the government explicitly say to take a tweet down. Here we have it right here
Mr.
from the White
Chair?
House. They couldn't even wait 2 days. 2 days into this administration, they were asked Twitter to
Mr.
take something
Chair?
down, and we will get you the underlying tweet.
Thank
With that,
you.
I recognize the gentlelady from New York.
Will you place it into the record as well, sir? The underlying tweet?
Robert Kennedy Jr. Is talking about he's talking about Hank Aaron's death after he received the vaccine. That's what
Yeah,
the
so
tweet's
that's
about. We'll give you a
unlawful?
copy.
Thank you.
Mr.
I
Chairman,
think that's. I think, and
Mr.
I
Chairman,
would say
I
one
ask
thing.
unanimous
That's
consent.
certainly lawful.
Mr. Chairman,
speech.
I ask unanimous consent to enter the tweet that you referenced into the record of the committee. for today's
Without
meeting.
objection, we'll enter that into the record, along with the statement from the White House, the Biden White House, 2 days into the administration, when they're directly
'cause we
attacking
all know
people's First
politicians
Amendment
are
liberties.
lawful.
With that, I recognize the gentlelady from New York for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
The
no
tweet
fucking, there's like no fucking way that Kennedy is saying anything that's unlawful. He just like that's fucking bullshit.
And and also the fact that they were like, can you read what the tweet was?
Right.
The tweet was
Well-
vaccine hesitancy. Can we enter that in for the record? Yeah, it's not the W you think it is, stupid.
Right. Well, I mean, yeah, they still need it for the record, but it wasn't. It was stupid. He should have had the tweet right away, anyways. But it's stupid for them to say that didn't happen when it's pretty fucking obvious that happened more than just that time. There's probably quite a few times, but I like how Jim Jordan was like, I got one right
There
here.
you go. It did, but they're like two children bickering back
Yeah,
and forth. Like
it is.
I got this. It's
Dude, it was like that quite a few times throughout these
Yeah.
congressional hearings, like people just bickering at each other.
But remember last session,
Yeah.
Nadler,
Yeah.
order.
Kept doing it.
I don't know if we could do that.
Yeah, he's the worst.
But yeah, here's the other one where they tried to get Matt Taibbi to give up his
Yeah.
sources. Like what?
That first letter after the Twitter files,
Like-
the Foreign Intelligence Task Force, which is a combination of all these, but there was one agency you didn't mention because you didn't know at the time. One agency, you got almost the whole alphabet, but you didn't mention one agency, the FTC. You know about them now.
Yes,
We know about them now in an up close and personal way. You didn't know then, but you do know now. December 2nd, as I said earlier, December 2nd, the first Twitter file comes out, Mr. Taibbi. And I think there are 5 others, including the ones from Mr. Schellenberger. December 13th, the very first letter that the FTC sends to Twitter after the Twitter files, 11 days after the first Twitter file. There have been 5 of them come out. The FTC's first demand in that first letter after the Twitter files come out is identify all journalists, I'm quoting, identify all journalists and other members of the media to whom Twitter worked with. You find that scary, Mr. Taibbi, that you got a federal government agency asking a private company, who in the press are you talking with?
Yeah, I do find it scary. I think it's none of the government's business which journalists a private company talks to and why. I think every journalist should be concerned about that, and the absence of interest in that issue by my fellow colleagues in the mainstream media is an indication of how low the business has sunk. There was once a real esprit de corps and camaraderie within media. Whenever one of us was gone after, we all kind of rose to the challenge and supported.
Used to be.
Yeah.
Used to be the
and,
case.
That is gone now. We don't protect
You know
one
what
another.
else used to happen? Democrats used to care about protecting First Amendment free speech rights too. Now it's like, okay, if you're attacking, and I said this on the House floor, I said, don't think they won't come for you. Oh, the big tech, big media, cancel culture, they may come for Republicans and conservatives now, but the mob is never satisfied. They will keep coming.
Yep.
Mr. Schellenberger, you know who the chair of the
They
FTC
eat their
is?
own.
Mm-hmm.
Not personally.
Lena Khan. Lena Khan. You know who she used to work for?
My understanding is the Judiciary Committee.
Yeah, she's worked for these folks. The same folks have been attacking you today. Same folks. Chair of the FTC. Work for them. Here's what.
They just went. Oh, who'd you get the sources from? And now
Right.
they do it in real time.
Let's
I
say,
think
where's
this-
the one with that lady?
They-
I would
I've
yield back.
asked for
I would
services.
yield back for yield. I just think this is interesting. First, the FTC.
So yeah, so
I just think this is interesting.
Well, that
First,
old
the
lady, I
FTC
think,
is
was,
asking for your backgrounds.
Okay.
Now the ranking member of the Committee on the Weaponization of Government is asking for your sources.
I
That
never
doesn't
asked them
raise-
for their sources.
Yes,
I
you
did
and
not
we-
ask for sources.
what?
I asked
The
if they were
gentlelady is not-
talking
the
to
gentlelady
Elon
is
Musk.
not
And they
recognized.
said that they were not talking. Well, you are not going to say,
I would
I've
yield
asked
back.
for
I would
sources.
yield back to the
Thank
gentlelady.
you.
I thank her for
With
yielding.
Thank
respect,
you.
you asked me who gave me
I
the
asked you who
files.
gave it to you, and when she said that they were your sources, I then asked you if you had spoken with Elon Musk. I did not ask you who those sources were.
Dun, dun,
The
dun.
gentlelady
the
from
record.
Wyoming
For the
is
record.
recognized, and she will receive an additional 20 seconds. For yield. I just think this is interesting. First, the FTC is
I
asking for
thought I
your
saw it.
background.
And
Son of a
even
biscuit.
with Twitter,
I fucked up. Anyway,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Oh,
I thought I had it. But yeah, there's her asking him who his sources were, and she kept going. I didn't ask you for your sources. You go, yeah, you just said who gave you the files. Well,
right. That's what I was
Estimate-
trying to see with the one with the old the white lady. Because she was
oh, the threesome lady.
yeah, well, yeah, but she was also trying to ask for the sources. I think she started before her, saying like basically the same thing. Like, can you tell me the day that you started talking to Musk? Blah, blah, blah? And he's like, no, again, you're like trying to get me to reveal a source. Like,
Hold on, let me see if I can find it because I know I could have swore. Listen,
well,
I
if
swear
we
to
don't,
you,
I mean,
I
people are
swear to
gonna
you,
see it
I
either
like
way.
this stuff, or I retweet it, and it just like disappears.
Yeah, I know.
It never happens. It never happened. Like, let me see.
I don't know if I retweeted that one or not. But either way, yeah, they're grilling them, and it's funny because like we said that both that Taibbi and that Schellenberger are like Democrats and are liberal, whatever, and just because they're not going with the narrative and they're supposedly now just working for Musk for like right wing narrative shit, now they're so-called journalists and
Yeah.
get attacked and shit like that.
Like it's okay to attack them, and I mean, I don't know if we have time to go over it. Maybe we'll do it Wednesday. But those the Proud Boys are getting they're trying to get the Proud Boys out of jail, and
Yeah.
they try to get the shaman out of jail because turns out the FBI hid evidence.
Yeah.
Turns out
Where
FBI
was,
just went.
I was gonna say, where's I think it was. I know I did retweet it. I'll try to find it. It was Benny Johnson that tweeted something about they tried to hide 300 and something pieces of evidence. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, the FBI tried to delete thousands of messages and destroyed 338 pieces of evidence from January 6 trials. The government was not only involved in January 6, they are now actively hiding and destroying evidence.
Yeah.
Pretty fucked up.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah.
You think they just put people? Remember the drone footage? Yes, that's exactly what it is like. It's exactly like the Rittenhouse,
Mm-hmm.
thing where they were like, we sent it over and it was just it's not dude. I have a little bit of what this dum said. Hold on.
All right.
Present, share screen.
Oh yeah, this lady.
Asking Mr. Schellenberger a question. Please
Yes,
do
ma'am.
not
Barry Weiss is
interrupt.
a journalist.
I'm sorry, sir.
She's a journalist.
She's a journalist. So you work in concert with her?
Yeah.
Do you know when she first was contacted by Mr. Musk?
I don't know.
You don't know. So you're in this as a threesome?
There was many more people involved than that.
There was many more people involved with it. Are you being paid to be here?
So you're in an orgy?
Consulting fees, something controversial to
Absolutely
the next
not.
run?
Gentlelady's
Absolutely
time
You
is-
have an interview
gentlelady's
scheduled after
time
this
is
hearing?
expired.
Absolutely not.
Gentlelady's time is expired.
And she's like, "Are you being paid to be here?" Like, what the?
Jim Jordan couldn't even. He's just like the gentlelady's time has expired. The gentlelady, like they don't. And I believe that lady has no fucking idea what she's talking about. She doesn't have a clue
No.
what she's saying.
No.
She's just like, "Are you guys in a threesome?"
Yeah.
this is it. Are you guys in a threesome? I don't know. They're too old, man. They really are. They really are too old. They need to just.
Well, I'm waiting to see how more of that's going to go too. Is there still any more hearings coming up about shit? That's what I want to know, because I think that Jim Jordan is also putting shit forth to try to get Fauci, like either charges against him or try to start bringing him in to question him more about shit. So, I mean, obviously it should go down with that whole them leaving Dr. Redfield out of the email and the call and all that shit. And then what was it? Days later, after they were paid $9 million.
Let's get you home, Grandma.
Let's get you home, Grandma.
And this one, threesome, no, ma'am. It was a gang man. They all ran a train on each other. It was a bukkake fest.
Right.
I mean, listen, she probably would have just been like, "Bukkake, what? Did you poo poo? Is it poo poo? Did you poo poo on yourself?"
Oh, speaking of Stacy, yeah, hold on. I'll go ahead and let me stop this one. Speaking of that, we should play after we play this. We'll pull up that Jane Fonda video.
Oh God, yeah.
But yeah, we'll play. Let's see what Crazy Town Fonda had to say here in a minute. But here's that meme that Jane Fonda, when she sees a pro-life politician, turns into Hillary Clinton. Pro-life politicians need to be murdered. Sure, Grandma, let's get you to bed.
Yeah, I mean, she's just wow. I'm gonna throw this stupid remote. Oh man, where did I put that? Where was that in? I have to. I don't even know what I'm gonna do. I have too many freaking. I put things in. Oh, okay, here it is.
I have too much stuff going on.
Here's Danang Jane, ladies and gentlemen.
Danang Jane.
Danang Jane. I got 3 views on it. Look at that son of a bitch.
We're not going back. I don't care what the laws are. We're not going back.
Now watch her face. Watch her face when she says this.
Mm-hmm.
The women will rise up. That's the activists. That's Jane speaking.
Yeah. And then the activist
will get a Nobel Prize.
But it's the truth.
Very soon.
It is the truth. But we're not going to do it.
Besides marching and protesting, what else do you suggest? Well, it doesn't happen overnight. It's not a miraculous. What did you say?
Murder.
What did you say?
Murder.
What did you say?
Murder.
She's kidding. Wait a second.
No, she's not.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, you don't know. They'll pick up on that and just run
that's
with
the
it.
worst.
She said murder.
Well, let me talk to you about.
Right?
We're not going back. I don't care.
That fucking crazy cunt.
And they're laughing. Look at her face.
Yeah. All right, get you back to bed, Grandma.
She's like,
talking about murdering people now.
I'm not kidding. You think I'm kidding? I'm not.
Right.
She's murdered
Look at
them all.
that fucking.
Look at that rock face. That's Rocky Dennis right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Honestly, I look like a lion. Oh my God. Oh my God. Sure, she's really, yeah, she does. Look at that. That looks like, you remember Mae Young from WWE?
Kind of.
Remember Mae Young gave birth to a hand? I've been watching WWF stuff from back in the day. That stuff was amazing. But yeah, she looks like Mae Young, but like if Mae Young had Rocky Dennis face. Like, look at that face. Like, what happened?
Her and Madonna, they got that Rocky Dennis face going on now.
I mean, just listen, madam, you're a woman of a certain
Madam, stop
age. It's time to stop putting things in your face.
Right.
I mean, but yeah, but the other one too. Look,
she's just crazy. Look at that, like the eyes.
Yeah. Don't put me back in the home.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, she's only kidding.
What was it?
Look, they're all
Rocky Dennis face. That's what, dude. Now we need a fucking that's the next shirt, Rocky Dennis face, and it'll just say that. It should say you got Rocky Dennis face.
Rocky Dennis face with just a picture of a map, a crumbled map on it. Yeah, they do. I mean, and the fact that the problem I had with the most of it is like not even like because we know she's an asshole because you know she took the side of the Vietnam, you know, against the Vietnam soldiers when they came back. The crowd who was wearing who were wearing masks. Talk about fascistic. A crowd that's still wearing masks is laughing at her, saying that they were going to murder people who give abortions.
Right.
Excuse me?
Well,
yes,
I mean,
yes, murder. Yes, murder.
Yeah, well, they're all about murdering babies, so they're like, well, I mean,
no shit. No shit. I mean, there's no, they're not short of lies, you know, because, you know, even when our wonderful president of the United States lies right to people's faces. I mean, it's
fucking retard in chief.
How do once again, I call it willful ignorance because it's extreme MAGA House Republicans are showing us they value tax breaks for the rich. They demand the biggest Medicare benefits cut in decades. Ship jobs overseas, defund law. Excuse you? Excuse you.
The only thing that we're trying to get rid of is the fucking FBI and CIA that we should get rid of.
The three-letter alphabet mafia is what we're trying to get rid of.
Yeah.
Mind you, same people we're trying to get rid of ICE a couple years ago are now all of a sudden the FBI, the DOJ, all of them are the bee's knees now, huh?
Right. Yeah.
Devastate our nation and border security. And they told us
this potato ran 5 miles in the physical. Yeah.
Yeah, he ran in his fucking head.
Right.
Like in Black Mirror. It's a gut punch to the middle class. First of all, how is Medicaid and Medicare and Social Security a gut punch to the middle class?
Right.
It's for old fucks.
Well, yeah, and I don't.
Yeah, and then
that one tweet where,
it says right here from the Freedom Caucus.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Pistol brace rule. Importantly, 10-year spending caps at the fiscal 2022 level puts our budget on the path to balance while protecting. See that word right there? PROTECTING, protecting.
The mo you know.
We need that shirt too. The mo you know.
The mo you know.
While protecting Social Security, retirement, and Medicare benefits. How can you sit there and say they demand the biggest Medicare benefits cut in decades, and then the same thing,
right?
And in the same tweet, you retweeted.
Well, it's like you said. It's like you said. They're just gonna read the tweet and not read throughout the full thing, even if the full thing people can. Anytime that shit gets put out, anybody can go read it, unless it's, you know, I mean, we still can. But even if they put out a bill that's fucking 4,000 pages the day before they're gonna vote on it, it's still the same thing. People aren't gonna fucking read it because they like to be lied to. I swear to God, their favorite song is that song that Rihanna and fucking Eminem song. I love the way you lie.
Oh my God. Oh my God. You are not wrong, dude. You are not wrong,
man.
But it's like it and I gotta stop watching lives. I really do, because it just I'm just so pissed off because, dude, they have no idea what they're talking about. And once again, we're two idiots that share a brain, and they're worse. And Carlin, I think about this every day. Carlin's line rings truer and truer every day. Just think of the dumbest person you know, and just imagine 50% of the United States is stupider than that.
Oh yeah, God,
like,
yeah.
Holy crap! Because you have people in lives arguing.
It's like, if you really think about that, you're just like, oof.
Yeah, because once again, you have people arguing between each other about donating to a GoFundMe or not donating to a GoFundMe, and then the same people are arguing about how people don't have money.
Yeah.
How does that work? You're gonna sit there and beg for money, and then tell people that you don't have any money. Dude, I saw that dude Genty again. I don't follow him, but he keeps coming up on my page because it's the biggest like scam. He'll sit there and he'll beg people for money, and then the other day I saw him going through and buying Jordans. Like, what?
Oh, jeez.
And he films it, and these people listen. More power to him, because he's whatever. If people are gonna give you money, then listen. If people are gonna do that's on them. Once again, it's your choice. You can do whatever you want with your money.
It seems super hypocritical.
It is. It is 1,000%, because he will sit there and just talk mad stuff about, like, you know, the disproportionate. Well, I mean, I guess he's talking about people disproportionately, you know, being racist and all this stuff. And now it's gone from, mind you, it's gone from black people can't be racist. It went to black people can be prejudiced. Then now I heard today, black people can't be racist or prejudiced, but they can be bigoted. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like,
okay. It's like, okay, man.
It's like,
all right.
Come on, guys. Like, really? Like, I just, people just keep pushing and pushing. How about this? Don't be a shitty person.
Yeah, don't be a shitty person.
It's simple. It's a simple concept. Don't argue about how you're oppressed, and don't argue about how you're oppressed. We are all oppressed. I don't care. If a cop comes to your house, I don't care what color you are. If the government tells the cop to take you in, they're going to take you in.
What was it that Theo Vaughn, he was like, black dude's like yelling at him. He's like, it's all your fault. And he's like, you think I took your shit and I don't have it anymore? Like, somebody took my shit and your shit, and they're watching us fight over it.
Yeah,
like
it's basically what it is.
Yeah.
But it's like, guys, I mean, and it's like, you hear people talk about they want to fight for equality. You don't want equality. You just want shit. That's all it's coming down to. Is you just want to be over the other person. It's like, oh, you don't know what it's like. It's like, because they'll start arguing. Well, you don't know what it's like about this, what about that, you know, and you know, and they'll go, well, I have, you know, I grew up with people of different backgrounds. Oh, just because you grew up with different people, and then they'll go later on another live, and they'll talk about the LGBTQALRP mafia, and they'll go, well, I grew up, my cousin is in the LGBT. It's like, yo, you just told some dude just because he had a black friend doesn't mean he's not racist, and now you over here going, well, my cousin was like, come on,
dude, come on, yeah.
And it's like, I really want to just be like, listen, if you're not under 18, you really shouldn't be on social media. I don't care what it is.
Yeah, I agree.
You should not be on social media, because it's like, it's the dumbification of adults.
Oh yeah.
It's just, and you watch people, they go, I want to have an ominous conversation, and then they start having an ominous conversation. Go, you're racist. How could you say such, you bigot? You don't like it's like,
What was
it's
that?
not
That,
what he
that
said.
that meme that I shared? It was like the left, a differing opinion is like, is this racism?
It's just like, guys, come on. Once again, no matter what color you are, we're all getting bent over. We're all getting bent over. And not for nothing, I'm sick and tired of people also being so high and mighty on like, well, like, what was, I forget who said it, but someone was like, I'm not going to give a homeless guy $5. What's he going to do? Spend it on drugs? And then he's like, wait a minute, that's what I'm going to spend my money on.
That's what I'm going to spend it on, yeah.
It's like, it's hypocrisy. What's that guy going to spend on? Alcohol?
I mean, yeah,
as you pass him going to the liquor store.
Yeah, exactly. We just give ourselves the pass because we're working and shit like that. They're not. So it's like, man, yeah, I don't mind giving a dude $5. Shit, you want me to just go buy you a pint? I'll just buy you a pint. Is that okay? Yeah.
I mean, it's just it's so funny because like we all I mean, we're all hypocritical for because I get angry at people like, yeah, if you just got a job, and then I'm like,
okay,
I want a cheese stick.
Yeah.
Because the things that I'm like, because then I find myself like, I wish I could just sit at home and just get paid to tell people that, yo, donate money. Yo, donate money. Get that money. Yo, we got to beat this dude in the battle. We got to beat this dude in the battle. Give me your money. Give me your money. Like, I wish I could just sit at home and do that.
I can't do that shit. I feel like a piece of shit.
Yeah, I know. Me too. I would definitely like feel bad about doing that. Because for one, TikTok takes half of the money. So I'd be like, they'd be giving half of their money to TikTok. And two, if I'm just sitting at a camera going, yo, give me your money. That's a robbery.
Well, yeah, but you don't have to do it there either. You can just do a Cash App, whatever else. But nonetheless, I just still feel like a piece of shit just saying, give me money. It's like, no.
Like, give me your money. Give me your money. Give me your money or you racist. That's it. You know what? People, listen to me. If you don't buy a shirt, you're racist. If you haven't bought a shirt or asked us about buying a shirt, you are a bigot.
Right. Stop spreading bigotry and buy our stuff.
Yeah. Oh man. Well, this is great. I think this is gonna be fun. Saturdays, I think we can, get the week news because most of the time Saturdays are where news goes to die anyway. So
exactly.
Some people some news.
Maybe that'll be what the show will be called, where news goes to die.
Yeah. But yeah, what was I gonna say? I thought I was gonna say, so 7:00 also, we're gonna be, friendly and nice. Tell you to go watch Voice of the People and Freely Ashley. Their premiere episode is today. And actually I back up. Yeah, for Off Label. So go check them out at 7:00. Let's see. What I had so much to say and then I just forgot about it. But yeah. Go check them out on off label. Freely Ashley and Rich. Just make sure you bring a pillow because Rich is very long-winded. Yeah, I mean, buy a shirt, subscribe. Listen, if you have a friend and you go, hey, you want to see this funny clip? Because we have some funny clips. Or you just want to see a man with boobs.
Moobs.
Moobs. Just go, hey, let me see your phone. Grab their phone, go to their YouTube, go to our clips, and just hit a subscribe button for us.
Yeah.
Be a pal. Be a friend. Just do that for us. They won't see it anyway. We'll never be on the front page, so don't worry about it. They won't have to worry about it. But yeah, hit the subscribe. Give us a like.
And we will be giving you more information soon about how to get a hold of us for the shirts and all that jazz soon. Whenever I get mine as well, and then we'll start taking orders, getting them out, and all that shit, and hopefully working towards some new ones. And yeah.
I mean, listen, if we can get rid of these, we can get some from some other ones that we have in mind. That'll be awesome because we got some good ideas coming.
Yep.
We got some good ideas coming. So, but yeah, like just go to my TikTok and you will see my link tree in my bio. Midwest Troublemaker, Dive Bar News. you know, all that, the MW Troublemaker. I'm doing Twitch again. You know, I finally got started again on that. Watch me come suck at Fortnite.
I might stabbing like OJ on Twitch. I might be streaming tonight because I've been playing all sorts of 7 Days to Die. That seems to be where I live.
Yeah, apparently, because I can't get you to text me back for nothing, Scott.
I know, dude. Once I start on
Scott,
that game,
died.
it's like a fucking day later. I'm like, so what's up?
So we have the show tonight, right? Yeah, Scott. That was 2 days ago. What?
Yeah.
What happened?
What happened? But yeah.
Plug, buddy. What else?
I was gonna, I didn't know if you were still plugging or not, but yeah, stabbing like OJ on Twitch. That'll be for my game streaming. That should be starting to go soon. But Business Party Podcast on Instagram, Scott_Craiglow on the good old IG, and Biz Party Podcast obviously on Twitter, which seems to be where I seem to be doing most of my shit talking and stuff and news stuff. So yeah, catch us on there and catch Davey in his spots.
We got a nice little like on that tweet from Dan, huh?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, buddy, let's get it. So, as we end off every week, we're not here to change your mind. We're just here to open your mind. Scotto?
And fuck the moon. We're going to Uranus.
Woo!
Hope you guys have a good fucking Saturday, y'all. And we will see you Wednesday, 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern.